heck is Brandon Bussey? I don't really know. I've heard of him before, but that's about it. Oh, here, I just Googled it. It says here he's a professional goaltender. Oh, Carolina had an unfair advantage then. Let's go! It starts with an A and ends with anxiety. Off the charts levels of passion! That's just a nightmare! With you wherever you are, welcome to LFR. Get it? Because one time the Toronto Maple Leafs lost an actual National Hockey League game to a 42-year-old Zamboni driver who works for them! The fact that he worked for them, to me, is the most underappreciated part of the whole David Ayres thing. He collected a paycheck from Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment for working for them. He got paid to beat a team that is worth multiple billions of dollars. Do you understand? Leafs lose 5-4 to the Leafs lose 5-4 to the Carolina Hurricanes. The Leafs collect 0 out of 0 points this weekend, despite playing back-to-backs. You're playing a short-handed Boston Bruins team who, is on a bit of a heater right now. It'd be killer if you were also. But they're short-handed and winning games, and Fraser Minton ices you. And then you were you were up 4-2 on the Carolina Hurricanes and blew it. But some of you are going to wake up tomorrow, you didn't watch the game, and you're going to be like, I don't understand why everyone's so upset. You can't blow a game you had no business leading in the first place. Can I show you this nonsense? I have a tumultuous relationship with the deserve to win-o-meter from moneypuck.com. Look at this! I've never seen this. This is an NHL team playing a game against a team not in the NHL. That's what this is, beginning, middle, and end. It said, in a simulation of 500 simulations, the Hurricanes win this game 93.4% of the time. And the Leafs were leading 4-2, and they didn't actually fall behind 5-4 until late in the game. This was probably one of the better outcomes that could have possibly happened. The Leafs had a 6.6% chance of winning that game. That don't even show up at home. At home? Before the Leafs pulled their goalie, way too late in the process, by the way, a graphic came on the screen on the TSN broadcast that the Carolina Hurricanes had 84 shot attempts and the Toronto Maple Leafs had 34. What? 84 minus 34, even I can do that, is 50. The Hurricanes had 50 more shot attempts than the Leafs at home. Like, this is the thing. Freaking out about the Leafs and losing my mind and having a 42-year-old Zamboni driver type of meltdown every video, I can't do that. I can't do that 82 times. I could do that, but then it's a shtick, right? No, you're talking to a guy. Like, this is a real guy with real feelings, real emotions about this real, allegedly, hockey team. And I'm not going to put you through that. Some of you would really like that. Most of you who are here every single video would not. Let's just cut through everything. Like, Dennis Hildeby was very good in this game. He was one of the only reasons they had a chance to win. That and the goalposts. The goalposts really helped. The guys you expect to score are scoring. That's fine. This team never has the puck. Gets out-attempted and outshot into oblivion. They gave up over 80 shots on goal over the course of the weekend. Here's what it is. They're a bad hockey team. They still have a winning record. It doesn't matter to me. When the Leafs were up 4-2, Craig Berube looked like he committed murder or could commit murder. I haven't seen the post-game interviews. Maybe he did. Honestly, after a performance like that, I wouldn't be surprised if Craig Berube gave a post-game interview from the back of a cop car. He looked so mad, and I can't believe I'm saying this before we're halfway through November. If they had won, it would have meant nothing to how bad they were. And even though we're less than halfway through November, everything needs to be on the table. Everything. Right now, we have a coach, a very well-respected coach who has won the Stanley Cup, and he won a division with the Leafs last year. We have a coach who is flush out of answers, has no idea. If the Leafs fired him at some point this month, it doesn't mean he's a bad coach. It just means the current head coach doesn't know how to get through to these people who you pay $100 million to play hockey. Just watch them like they've never seen vulcanized rubber before in their entire life. Craig Berube's job has to be on the table. It does, and it's a crazy thing to say. It has to be on the table. Brad Treliving, man, I got to admit, I was on board with a lot of what he did this offseason. I was. I didn't love losing Marner for nothing, but they didn't lose him for nothing. They got Waugh. Waugh's been all right. He's been getting better. Joshua's been getting better. I was really excited for the fact that their D-core from last year, when again, they won the division, was all together. And I believe they're still all going to be together next season. I'm not anymore. Like, I know Tanev is out. Dude, the Bruins didn't have Charlie McAvoy yesterday. And they still spanked your bottom in your own building and Fraser Minton buried you. Ew. Ew. Don't you feel gross watching your own, like, is every Leafs video session a form of torture? The Leafs have far too many forwards, and they have for quite some time now. You got Yarncroke going in and out of the lineup, Lorentz going in and out of the lineup, Blais going in and out of the lineup. Max Domi is a center again! No! Stop it! If Craig won't stop it, then Brad's got to wave him. Like go Moneyball with this. I can't stomach it. It's mean to the guy who is obviously incapable of saying no to you, and he's going to do it anyway. Stop! He's not an NHL center. What the hell? Knock it off. They cannot defend the rush to save their lives. Derek Lalonde was a hire this summer. Yo. That might have been an enormous mistake. Now, Red Wings fans are going to laugh at that. Nope. That doesn't matter. And we know it doesn't matter because of a video that I made a very short amount of time ago when the Leafs hired Lane Lambert. Islanders fans were like, this guy's a terrible coach. Wrong! He was a great coach for the Islanders. And a great coach for the Predators. And who else was he a coach for? He's been a great coach in the National Hockey League as an assistant. His teams regularly, when he was managing their defense, had a great penalty kill, top third of the league penalty kill, top third of the league goals against. They were excellent. And what were the Leafs last year? You couldn't get anything past Stolarz. You couldn't get anything past Wool. You couldn't get anything past the D. You couldn't get anything past the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now you come to town, and it's guaranteed overnight. It's guaranteed. Lalonde, his experience as an assistant coach in the NHL consists of just the Lightning in what is one of the craziest runs we've seen from a team in the modern era. They won the President's Trophy, choked, but then followed it up with back-to-back Stanley Cup championships and another appearance in the Stanley Cup final. It sure seemed like he knew what he was doing with the Tampa Bay Lightning when he had a left side of Hedman and McDonough and Sergachev, which he very doesn't have in Toronto. Who do you scratch? Who do you bench to get their attention? Is it... I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to come up with a name. Someone who the Leafs should scratch that would wake everyone up. Okay. Morgan Riley. Yep. Uh-huh. I'm serious. Like, dude, what else do you do? I know they're already shorthanded on D. All this looking in the mirror stuff from the offseason and his unreal first game, and he has had some flashes. The man can't defend. Think of your favorite Morgan Riley moments from this season. They're all in the offensive zone, right? Which is good. You want that. The team has an enormous problem defending anything. You're not scratching Matthews. He's the captain. You're not John Tortorella, and also he scored tonight. It's not like he's been awful. William Nylander took a couple silly penalties, but he might be the only reason your team has a pulse. You're not going to scratch Tavares. You're not going to scratch Nyes. I'd go Mo. I'd scratch Mo. The beginning, middle, and end of it is breaking this down goal by goal. Like, I'm not going to lose my mind every single game for a team that's bad. Like, Jesse tonight in the group chat was like, we need a mental health check on Steve. And this is when the Hurricanes tied it. And I was like, it did nothing to me. I'm the most reactionary guy on the internet. It did nothing to me. What happened is what I expected. This was going to be a bad video no matter what. Either the Leafs hold on to that 4-2 or 4-3 lead and win a game, and somehow, here's what I was going to say. They get 2 points, and in November, they don't necessarily ask how, they ask how many. It's bad that they're playing bad, and they need to stop playing bad, but at least they won, and they got 2 points, and there's a lot of teams around the league right now who would kill for those 2 points. They didn't even get that. You got outshot like 45-20? Matthews went on this big speech a week ago, less than a week ago, about this is who we are, we're an intense team. It means nothing. A week later, less than a week later, it means absolutely nothing. It's lip service. The Leafs are doing all this stuff on social media to be more likable. If you don't play likable, you won't be likable. That's what it is. Oh, this market and the fans. Why the fans? Right? The fans seem a little grumpy. Why are the fans a little grumpy? Anyone? I got a class full of valedictorians. Does anyone have it? Yes, you in the back. They haven't won since 2 years prior to the moon landing. That's a good guess. Does anyone have any others? Just that one? Just that one. When was the last time they went to the conference final? Does anyone know? No, because this is a classroom and none of you were alive. That's right. Well, that's why the fans... Leaf fans are not stupid, and they're also not overly complicated creatures. We want a team that works hard and tries hard and grits and grinds and finds a way. You don't have to be the best. You don't have to be the favorite. The 1993 Leafs are one of the most revered Leafs teams of my lifetime, and they were underdogs the entire way. Dude, look at the Blue Jays. They scrapped in these comeback wins and Do you see yourself in these Leafs? That's what you're selling, right? You're selling an entertainment product. Wins are entertaining. They're trying to get wins, and last year they got wins with a product that wasn't entertaining, but the entertainment came from the wins. Now the product has gotten worse and they're not winning. So the product's not fun, and there's no payoff for the no fun. Why am I paying to see your product? Why am I paying to go to your hockey game? This is what I was talking about last game. I'm not paying to see the Leafs right now. Ew. We all have tighter wallets than we did a year ago. And I'm gonna pay like $250 or whatever to go. No! No! Are you? Let me ask you, are you? I know the Leafs watch this stuff. I know people in the organization. Leave a comment. Leave a comment and let them know exactly how you feel right now and how likely you are to get Leaf tickets for yourself, to get Leaf tickets for Christmas, to get a new Leafs jersey, to go and visit them on the road, anything. Any of those. Ew, you're not catching me paying money for the Leafs right now. They're in serious, serious trouble. You might be able to claw and scrape away to a wild card berth with this type of play and just hope that talent wins out and the rest of the lineup can do something. The goaltending rights itself a little bit. You can try, but this is just a slow death march to April, and you don't have any first round picks. Thank goodness they're top 5 protected. So there's no future to even look forward to. What are you selling right now? You're a multi-billion-dollar professional sports team. You are not in the business of selling whimsical interviews. You are in the business of selling an entertaining product, a product that wins, a product that people can see themselves in and aspire to be. These guys are uninspired, unenthusiastic, disinterested, aloof, and even if they're none of those things, they're just bad, which might be the greatest sin they commit. I'm serious. Fill up the comment section tonight. I got nothing. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. All I'm looking forward to next is not the next Leaf game, but for their announcement that they've made some kind of a trade because they can't continue with this group. Coach, GM, players, whatever it is, they cannot continue with this group. They stink, they're bad, and I won't watch it. They need to get better and better now. That is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. They're in trouble.